live from WPRI 12. This is Eyewitness News at 5:30. Coverage you can count on.
Now at 5:30, another man is charged with trespassing near Taylor Swift's Rhode Island home. Details on what happened this time.
Then severe weather week continues. Tonight we head back to the coast, hard hit by Hurricane Sandy, where communities learn some tough lessons.
But first at 5:30, more than a dozen teenagers are accused of using a local home to party while the owners were away on vacation.
And the family says they came home to find wet towels and clothes just strewn about the house, as well as evidence of partying.
And tonight we've learned the teens have all been cited for trespassing.
Eyewitness News reporter Marilyn Scherer is live now outside Barrington Police from the East Bay Mobile Newsroom with the new details tonight.
This incident is drawing a lot of attention, but it's not exclusive to Barrington. Unfortunately, no one was hurt. Now, the message police say is that parents need to alert their children that they've told their neighbors they're going to be out of town, and police. A two-story Barrington home on Fireside Drive is like many others on the street, quiet and family-friendly. However, police have charged 13 juveniles from the town with trespassing after they used the home as a party house while the family was away on vacation. Neighbor Kelly Carrara says it's a betrayal of trust for the homeowners.
I think we feel bad that we didn't realize what was going on, but again, the kids concealed it very well.
A police investigation revealed the teens, ranging in age from 14 to 17 years old, taped blankets up over the windows and were inside for several days, consuming alcohol and using the pool.
Some of the kids went there once for a short period of time. Other kids went there multiple times or multiple hours.
Where's the judgment? I mean, yes, they're 14-year-olds, but again, where's the judgment? Where's the parental supervision? Why do you not know where your kids are and what they're doing?
Police say when the family returned from vacation July 28th, the homeowner called and reported a break-in. Police say the home was littered with food, flies, and garbage, but nothing was stolen. Police say a child of the family gave permission to a friend to use the indoor pool, and a party list of teens grew via social media. The chief says given the circumstances, the outcome could have been far worse.
You get everybody in, you say, hey, listen, we're going on vacation, we have a pool, and in no circumstances do you tell your friends to come over and use the pool.
Now, the police chief and the detective tells us that all but one of the teens and their parents are cooperating. Those teens will go before a juvenile hearing board where they could face punishment such as community service. That other teen will go before family court where the punishment could be more severe. The detective says 2 more arrests may still be made. Reporting live with the East Bay Mobile Newsroom, Marilyn Scherer, Eyewitness News.
Now at 5:30, police have arrested another man near Taylor Swift's Westerly home. 55-year-old Joseph Bernacchi is due in court tomorrow on trespassing charges. Police say last month Bernacchi handed one of Taylor Swift's security guards a note with his telephone number telling the singer to give him a call. He was given a no trespass order after he allegedly was on Swift's property back in April for a similar reason. In May, a 22-year-old man was charged with trespassing after police say he swam about a mile to Swift's home.
4 months after the Boston Marathon bombings, the MIT officer allegedly shot and killed by the suspects is being honored during a special ceremony tonight. Sean Collier will be posthumously sworn in as a Somerville, Massachusetts police officer. 27-year-old was killed not long after accepting a position with the department. After he's sworn in, his badge will be retired.
Now, live Pinpoint Doppler 12 is tracking some storms this afternoon. Eyewitness News is at the intersection of Oaklawn Avenue and Wilbur Road in Cranston today, where at least one driver was stuck in the water. Here's a look at that aftermath.
And so, are there any more storms on the way? Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca in the live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Forecast Center with what he's tracking. Tony?
Well, right now the chances of any real heavy thunderstorms is low, but the risk is there at least throughout the evening and overnight. We go to live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar, not nearly as active as it was earlier this afternoon, tracking a few light showers here and there, and we'll keep them in the forecast for this evening and throughout the overnight, though at this point most of the time it should not be raining, but the chance is there. Temperature at 75, humidity is extremely high, a very muggy evening, and that'll help to fuel any additional showers later on tonight. Relative humidity coming in at 88%. Sunset time at 7:37, and a passing shower can't be ruled out this evening and throughout the overnight hours, but again, the chances at this point are pretty small, but keep the umbrella on standby. Looking at temperatures throughout the evening hours into the 70s. Full forecast coming up in just a bit. Some pretty big changes on tap for the weekend.
Yes, you could say a little bit of severe weather during Severe Weather Week on Eyewitness News.
Yes, that's right. This week we're looking at ways people can prepare if a major tropical storm or hurricane heads our way.
And Tony, the importance of preparing for a storm also applies to cities and towns, correct?
Yeah, I mean, it can make all the difference in the world, and it's really been a big lesson from Hurricane Sandy, especially in communities along the coastline. We're seeing officials taking unprecedented steps to make sure they can withstand the incredible force, these ocean waves that can be generated in some of these bigger storms. Meteorologist TJ Del Santo is here now with a look at what's being done in one of those towns.
As part of Severe Weather Week, we came here to South Kingstown, which was hard hit by Hurricane Sandy. We wanted to know how they're doing now and what their plans are for the future.
Superstorm Sandy didn't give Rhode Island a direct hit, but it was a big enough hit to cause significant damage.
The area had to be shut down while the cleanup ensued.
You've seen Gloria, you've seen Bob. How did Sandy rate?
Some of the nor'easters are worse because they last longer, but as far as a hurricane go, I would say, Sandy.
Kevin Finnegan, owner of the Ocean Mist, said plumbing and some of the floorboards of the restaurant were damaged, but the structure survived Sandy.
It looks precarious, but it's pretty strong.
Severe beach erosion damaged a water main on the East Matunic Barrier Beach. The loss of this water main would compromise service to more than 1,800 properties. Post-Sandy, a new water main loop has been proposed further inland, away from the reach of the ocean.
We're also planning to move this beach pavilion back about 200 feet to the north and west.
The town is in the early stages of relocating Charlestown Beach Road, a couple hundred feet from its current position. The shoreline here has seen repetitive, significant shoreline erosion. Back near the Ocean Mist, a controversial project has been proposed, a sheet pile seawall to protect Matunic Beach Road, and the only way to enter and leave 240 properties.
So if they build that wall behind us, basically my days are numbered.
The sheet pile wall and the pavilion project are expected to be complete by next beach season. While it wasn't a worst-case scenario, Sandy showed what needs to be done here to protect life and property.
In a sense, a little more fortunate than some areas. It definitely got everybody's attention.
And of course, all of these projects require some funding. Most of the money will be coming from federal and state sources, as well as some money from the town of South Kingstown. With the South County Mobile Newsroom, I'm TJ Del Santo, Eyewitness News.
So certainly some major projects and a lot of work, but they'll be needed if another big storm hits.
And Tony, coming up new at 6, we've got a great update to one of our Severe Weather Week stories.
That's right. Yesterday we told you about the Rhode Island Special Needs Registry, a program that helps people with disabilities when a major storm hits. We just got a terrific update from someone who helps run the program, and we'll share that good news with you, with everybody tonight at 6 o'clock.
All right, it's time now for Eyewitness News Jam Cam Traffic. Let's get right to Jay Rogers with an update.
Well, traffic right now is moving along slowly if you're traveling on 95 in between exits 15 and 23 on the northbound side. Southbound slowing down from the S-curves in Pawtucket getting into 146. The 610 connector this evening is slowing right on the ramps to 95 north and south. 195 looking heavy and slow eastbound from 95 to exit 5 westbound Washington Bridge to 95. And taking a look here, if you're traveling 195 in Somerset, that's looking a little bit slow as well. Live with your Jam Cam traffic, I'm Jay Rogers, Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Jay. There's more coverage you can count on coming up new at 5:30. Getting through security with a blink of an eye or a swipe of a finger. It's now all possible, but is it safe? We'll tell you what we found.
Then Aaron Hernandez indicted on the death of Odin Lloyd. Coming up new at 6, we're hearing how Lloyd's family is holding up in the wake of today's developments.
We're tracking new details in the deadly plane crash in Connecticut. One of the two homes hit by a small airplane 2 weeks ago has been torn down. Crews demolished the East Haven home this morning. The house was empty at the time of the crash. A 13-year-old girl and her 1-year-old sister were killed in the neighboring home. Officials say that house will also be torn down. 2 people in the plane also died. The cause of the crash is still under investigation.
A South Boston church destroyed by a 5-alarm fire will also be torn down. Flames broke out yesterday morning at St. John the Baptist Albanian Orthodox Church and then quickly spread through the roof. Several firefighters were hurt, but none seriously. Now, the fire department tweeted this picture right here of the damage inside. The cause of the fire is still being investigated, but police say it appears to have started on or near the altar.
New at 5:30, there's more coverage you can count on coming up on Eyewitness News. Biometrics boom. The days of passwords may be numbered. Already, some people are using their face, fingers, and voice to access personal information. Coming up, we'll find out how safe this new technology actually is.
A significant change in the air is on the way for the weekend. I'll tell you all about it. Futurecast coming up next.
And then new at 6, a warning tonight about an ongoing payment scheme targeting residents and business owners. Details on this news alert and how you can protect yourself. Time now for Eyewitness News. Call 12 for action. What used to be futuristic high-tech security devices are now being rolled out for customers to use.
And problem solver Susan Hogan shows us the latest in the biometrics boom.
Imagine accessing your online bank account with your fingerprint or unlocking your smartphone with facial recognition. How does it all work? And should you be concerned about privacy? Well, Call 12 for action takes a look.
Identification is completed.
A quick iris sweep opens the door to this penthouse hotel room.
Unlock.
The right face and voice unlocks this smartphone.
We're all set, Bill.
A scan of his finger instantly identifies blood donor Bill Heron at this blood bank. No ID required.
All I have to do is put my finger on the pad, and they have all my information, and off we go.
These sophisticated biometric security devices work by measuring things that are unique to you, like your fingerprint, your voice, your face, even your eye.
Clearly, the future is now, and it is coming to life.
From checking into work to buying lunch at grade school, popping into the gym, and even entering theme parks, this technology is already part of everyday life for many. Soon more companies, phones and tablets will be equipped with finger scanners, which can allow you to open your PayPal account and even medical records with a simple swipe.
Consumers are overwhelmed today by passwords and PINs and cards that they have to use to access all the things that are available to us now, and they're no longer secure, but more importantly, they're becoming very inconvenient.
Industry experts say most devices don't save your actual scans or fingerprints. Instead, they're digitally reconfigured and only reference points are kept. But are there privacy issues?
I don't think it's concerning or alarming so long as there are protections in place and consumers are notified about how this information is going to be used, and they're assured that the data is stored securely.
If you have concerns about using biometrics, be sure to ask what personal information is stored and if they're going to share it. If you have a consumer problem you need help solving, contact our Call 12 for Action Center Monday through Thursday from 11 until 1, hotline 228-1850. I'm problem solver Susan Hogan, Eyewitness News.
Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
And what I'm tracking on live Pinpoint Doppler 12 radar, encouraging. We don't see as many numerous heavy thunderstorms and downpours other than a few spotty showers here and there. Even a couple of breaks of sunshine trying to come through the cloud cover right now. So the chance is there this evening and overnight of a passing shower or thunderstorm. As mentioned earlier, though, I think most of the time it won't be raining at all. Boy, it is extremely humid outside right now under mainly cloudy skies. Temperatures low and mid-70s in most locations. Newport's at 72, New Bedford coming in at 76, and here in Providence, 75. Low 70s along the South Shore. It'll stay in the 70s a better part of the evening hours and into the overnight. It'll be quite warm and muggy, but a brand new, refreshing, dry air mass is not that far away. Our next weather maker is actually a cold front through upstate New York. I see a line of scattered showers and thunderstorms. I do expect this to weaken with time, but as it tries to come through during the overnight hours, can't rule out a passing shower or thunderstorm. Behind this, the air dries out. The humidity really drops off, and it will be setting up for a very refreshing weekend. Futurecast starts off at 7 o'clock this evening with clouds and some high humidity, a few breaks in the overcast as well. Again, not depicting much in the way of rain overnight, but I wouldn't rule out that passing shower or thunderstorm. Now, early tomorrow morning, 5, 6 a.m. We'll start with some low clouds and a little bit of fog, but watch how it moves out. Increasing amounts of sunshine. By 10 o'clock in the morning, we are mostly sunny. And even during the afternoon, mostly sunny skies. This is 1 o'clock. Now, notice mid to late afternoon, a few little blips of green popping up. So an isolated sun shower in some spots, the kind of situation where you may get a shower for 10 minutes, it goes away, and then boom, the sun comes back out. So I wouldn't cancel any outdoor activities for tomorrow afternoon. Just a quick shower in spots and nothing more than that. Futurecast for this evening, very muggy under mainly cloudy skies. Again, a passing shower or thunderstorm, temperatures in the upper 60s. Tomorrow morning, any early morning clouds and fog giving way to sunshine. A nice warm up 77 and actually up to 85 degrees. A warm day tomorrow with lowering humidity and at least partly sunny skies. And again, 1 or 2 spots may see that brief 10-15 minute shower come through and nothing more. Dry, comfortable, refreshing for both Saturday and Sunday. We'll bring in some unsettled conditions early next week, at least a chance of a scattered shower each afternoon, both Monday and Tuesday. Hey, beach is not bad. After some early morning fog, increasing amounts of sunshine, and even at the beach, only a small chance of a pop-up shower. Air temperature 78, water temperature still running in the upper 60s, and ultra comfortable for this weekend. Almost a subtle hint of autumn, at least later Saturday night. Temperatures will get down to about 50, 55, but we're talking extremely low humidity, so comfortable. Mild afternoons and cool nights, daytime highs upper 70s to around 80, and nighttime temperatures in the 50s. A couple of showers on both Monday and Tuesday under partly sunny skies in the lower 80s, and nighttime readings in the 60s. Just to be on the safe side, keep the umbrella with you tonight, but things are on the improve a little bit for tomorrow and big time for the weekend.
All right. Thanks, Tony. Coming up next.
Loved ones across the state gather here at the Capitol steps to honor their fallen heroes. I'm Shantae Lance. I'll have the details coming up.
Then new at 6, bobcat sighting. A man says he spotted the rare animal in his backyard, and he says he has the video to prove it.
New at 5:30 tonight, raising attention and money for the families of fallen police officers was the goal today on the State House steps.
Today, Rhode Island's Ride for Cops held a motorcycle ride and ceremony in conjunction with capital cities across the country.
State leaders honored the 47 fallen police officers here in Rhode Island. Eyewitness News reporter Shantae Lance continues our local coverage from the State House tonight.
A motorcycle ride starting in Scituate and ending here at the Capitol steps for an event to raise awareness and honor fallen police officers. A 19-mile ride starting at State Police headquarters stops outside of the State House. Rhode Island Ride for Cops gathered to support families of officers killed in the line of duty. A first for these 2 survivors from Lincoln, mom and daughter, Mary Ellen and Michelle Semino.
You don't get to say goodbye.
Michelle Semino's father, Sergeant Raymond Semino, was a 10-year veteran on the Chelsea Police Force in Massachusetts. He suffered a heart attack during police training. Like today, it was a Thursday. Sergeant Semino was 44.
It's just devastating. I had to go home and tell my 5 children that they no longer had a father. I was 7.
Although 28 years later, her emotions remain raw.
He's not there for your birthdays, you get married, graduations. So it's harder now.
Dozens, ranging from state leaders to complete strangers, attended to show their support and comfort the Seminos and other surviving families. But for Michelle, watching the ceremony resurfaced painful memories.
Her struggles, you know, the struggles that she had to go through. It's not fair. It's just not fair.
The Seminole family says they plan to keep moving forward and attend future events to help keep their hero's name alive. Reporting with the Providence Mobile Newsroom, Shantae Lands, Eyewitness News.
There is more local coverage ahead on Eyewitness News at 6.
Susan Roberts is here now with the stories you'll see new in just a few minutes.
Well, coming up, we continue to track the latest in the Aaron Hernandez murder investigation. The former Patriots player is now indicted in the death of Odin Lloyd. Coming up, new at 6, we're learning more about other suspects indicted in the case. Then, how do you know you're safe when hailing a cab? Target 12 is digging deeper into Rhode Island taxi regulations following 2 recent attacks in Massachusetts.